Hi, and welcome to Speaking, Reading, and Spelling Long Words in the English Language. This is the second video in a series that help you to say the words correctly when they are very long, read them, decode them, break them down so that you know what the word is on the page when you're reading, and to spell it when you want to write it. We use syllable breakdown. We begin at the end and work back to the beginning. In this video, you will look at 3 to 5 syllable words ending with the tion, spelled T-I-O-N. The endings T-I-O-N, S-I-O-N, and C-I-O-N all sound the same, and they're a combination of the letters T-I, S-I, and C-I with the letter O-N. Now, if you have already heard this part of the video before in another lesson, just fast forward it. But I think it's important to realize that those two letters at the beginning of that ending sound like sh. There's no good reason for it. It's just the way our suffixes are built. And we'll talk a bit more about how suffixes are actually built in the English language as we work through these videos. Shun is an ending that changes a verb into a noun. It will turn an action or state of being into a condition, name of a process, or a result. So if you know what the verb is, when you read a word with that verb in the root, you'll have some idea about what the meaning might be based upon the ending that's added to it. The first syllable before the ending, shun, will be stressed. That means that the vowel in that syllable will have a tone, usually a short vowel tone. However, when the letters A, E, and O appear right before the ending, the vowel will be long. We'll get into that in another video soon. So let me give you an example with a 3-syllable word. We have the word introduction here. It's broken out into its syllables. We have the ending underlined. You notice that the first syllable before it is D-U-C, duck. You actually hear the short vowel tone in that word. The vowel tone, I say, is turned on. Now, if you go back to the next syllable before, you have T-R-O. That appears to be an open syllable. It appears that it would be tro. However, if we say tro, it's going to create more stress on that syllable. That syllable's vowel is turned off. It sounds like a. And then in the first syllable, again, the vowel is turned on, in, because it is the stressed syllable. Now we have what's called a primary stress and a secondary stress. The first syllable before the ending is your primary stress, and it does receive the most length of time for the vowel tone and the most volume. So the word I-N, T-R-O, D-U-C, T-I-O-N is actually pronounced introduction. Here are some 3-syllable words coming up next, all ending with T-I-O-N. There might be an S-I-O-N thrown in there for you as well. We want to try and beat the computer as you read these words. They are broken down for you, and they will appear in sections to help you see the pattern. Also note, if your spelling long words is a challenge for you, think about breaking the words down into syllables when you're writing them. It will help you become a better speller. Shun, dop, doption, adoption. Shun, feck, fection, affection. Shun, dick, diction, addiction. Shun, dick, diction, prediction. Shun, duck, duction, reduction. Shun, lek, lection, collection, shun, action, reaction, shun, traction, contraction, shun, vention, intervention, intervention, shun, scription, prescription, shun, viction, conviction, shun, scription, subscription. Now we're going to practice reading the words on this list. As each word turns over, see if you can read the list quickly. You are correct if you read adoption, affection, collection, reaction, prediction, perfection, addiction, reduction, contraction, election, interjection, intervention, prescription, conviction, subscription. Now, if you found these difficult at all, back up the computer, turn off the audio, and practice reading them without the audio, and then listen to them again with the audio. Next, we practice spelling the words. You'll want to have paper and pencil ready. You'll number down a list from 1 to 15, just like you would for a spelling test at school. Listen carefully to each word as I speak it. Then repeat the word to yourself. As you write it, say each word syllable by syllable to yourself. Write the word by writing one syllable at a time and saying each sound as you write the letters. You notice you're not saying the letters as you write them, you're saying the sounds as you write them. So listen carefully as I give you an example. If I'm writing the word introduction, I would say in, tra, tro. I might remember there's an O there, so I might say that. Duck, k, and shun. And that's how I would write it. So here's your first word. Number 1, adoption. Number 2, affection. Number 3, collection. Number 4, reaction. Some people might say reaction on that word. Number 5, prediction. Number 6, perfection. Number 7, addiction. Number 8, reduction. Number 9, contraction. Number 10, election. Number 11, interjection. I'm going to say that one more time for you. Interjection. Number 12, intervention. Number 13, prescription. Number 14, connection. Subscription. Now let's check your spelling and see how you did. As I uncover each word, you check your word against the one as it appears on the screen. How did you do? 13 out of 15 words spelled correctly is a very good score. I'll bet you did well. Next, we'll practice writing the words in sentences. You know, it's so easy to memorize a list and then forget them when you want to use them. So we like to practice writing the words in sentences. I will say 5 sentences, and I will ask you to write them. So have your paper and pencil ready. Write the sentence you hear. I will speak them in phrases giving you some time to write the words before the next phrase is given. But if I go too fast, just pause the video and then restart it when you're ready. Listen to each sentence and write it. Number 1, the election is this week. The election is this week. Number 2, production of test kits started today. Number 2, one more time. Production of test kits started today. Number 3, I have a word collection. I have a word collection. Sounds a little strange, doesn't it? But I am a collector of words. Number 4, he will stop the subscription for you. He will stop the subscription for you. And number 5 will be your challenge word. I made a contraption with Legos. I made a contraption with Legos. One more time, I will give you all 5 so you can go back and check. Number 1 was, the election is this week. Number 2, production of test kits started today. Number 3, I have a word collection. Number 4, he will stop the subscription for you. And number 5, I made a contraption with Legos. And here are your sentences. Take a look and see how you did. Pause the video to give yourself time to be able to see each one. Okay, so now we're just about finished, and I would like for you to think about what you've learned. In the exercises that you just practiced, I hope you learned the following ideas. Number 1 is how to locate the suffix on the end of the word. And then how to use the meanings of the suffixes, in this case, turning a verb into a noun. How to use that to help you understand words you've never seen before. How to locate, number 3, how to locate the stressed and unstressed syllables within words so that it's easier for you to read them when you come upon a word you don't recognize. And learn how to use the knowledge of the stressed and the unstressed syllables to pronounce the words correctly. And then learn how to use backward chaining. That means starting at the end, coming back to the front, to help you problem solve when you're trying to read a word you don't know. Congratulations, you're all finished. I hope you've enjoyed the lesson on tion. Come back again soon. There will be more lessons over the coming days, some with tion, some with many more different endings with different rules for where that syllable stress is. And you're going to become a great word star, I'm sure. Have a great day.